They say that if you sit back and you watch long enough, that you eventually become jaded. And that you feel like nothing can ever shock you again. But then a moment happens and it makes you feel alive inside and you remember why you started watching in the first place. This is one of those moments. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you do not know who I am, don't you worry, eventually you will. But for those of you that do know who I am, I know you're left with one burning question right now. And that is, what is Showtime doing down here in a bingo hall E-Fed? Did he get fired from the E-League? Is he here to recruit for the E-League? And the answer is, I got paid. It's simple as that. For those that don't know me, I want you to understand something. I'm the same person off this camera as I am on it. So when I come out here and I talk about my wife and my girlfriend, I'm talking about my actual wife and my actual girlfriend. When I'm out here talking about I'm not getting a stimulus check because I make too much money, I mean that. When I talk about how much money I make is enough to pay for y'all's welfare, I mean that. That's the reason I know it kind of threw Chris Tombstone for a loop when he said, what would it take for you to come to TWE? And I said, look, you had to send me $1,000. He's like, I ain't got that. I'm like, you ain't got $1,000 in the bank you can send me? He's like, no. I'm like, well, ain't you going to get a stimulus check? He's like, yeah. I'm like, there you go. And as soon as you Zelle me the $1,000, I will come out here and I'll start doing stuff for TWE. He said, what is Zelle? I said, oh my God, dude, it's like a classy money transfer service like Cash App. Well, can't I just Cash App it to you? Do I look like I'm going to create a Cash App? No. You can Zelle me the money. And that's exactly what he did. So, thank you. I got the cash. But I'm here to talk to my very first opponent, Betsy DeVos. Can I just call you Betsy for short? I hope you don't mind. But here's what really happened. You know, Chris, he was like, look, on your very first night, I'm going to put you in a handicap match against the world champion and the #1 contender. And you're going to beat them both. And then we're going to turn it into a world title match, and you're going to squash the world champion and walk off with the title. I said, no, that is not going to happen. Because if I'm coming there, I'm not coming there to bury people. I'm coming there to make everybody better, because that is what I actually prefer to do. I don't want to come there and make your nobodies look like nobodies. I want to make them look like somebodies. So, what I need you to do is go out here and find me somebody that you consider to be the most overrated, underachiever on your roster. And put me in a match with them my very first week. I don't need the world title. I'm going to be the biggest star. Because I'm not coming there for a long time. I'm coming there for a good time. And that's how I got in this match with you, Betsy. They feel like you are the most overrated underachiever on this roster. You talk about being on a quest for gold. Look, if you need me to, I can give you $25 and you can go over to your local Walmart and get one of those little cheap ass fucking rings, because that's the only gold you're probably ever going to actually wear. You can go ahead and give your sister her shades back and give your auntie her scarf back, and you need to figure your life out, because you come out here with some twisted up stuff and you don't know what you're talking about. It don't even sound that good to somebody that actually knows, because you're like, I'm an international megastar. Okay, international just means 2 countries. So what 2 countries is that? I mean, Bolivia and Greenland? And I highly doubt they even know who the fuck you are in Bolivia or Greenland. But that's not even the point. Then you got your other little catchphrase where you're sitting here talking about, well, I'm the A-lister that as soon as he gets a stimulus check going to become his sister. Or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, like, a minute and a half, that's all you did. And then you come out and you said, oh, well, a Showtime, we've already got a Showtime, we got a HBO, we got a Cinemax. Is that all you got? No wonder you didn't re-record your promo, because you ain't got nothing that's better. So, I want you to take a long, hard look at this, and I want you to go back and watch it several times before you even try to reply to me, Betsy. You have, like everybody else, moved down one spot since I've got here. Because me, well, I get in where I fit in, and that is on top. Because you hoes are going to learn that Big Daddy has come home.